what's happening, folks? This is Lonnie Fox Raymond, and you're watching LFR Live, the American Cuesports Indiana Association State Championships. This is the last match to go live, the ACSIA Team Final. We've got Red Shoes out of Illinois versus Pound Town out of Mishawaka, Indiana. So these guys are both solid teams. They have not come up against each other yet in this event. Managed to both miss each other. Pound Town had a couple nail biters at the end last night, but they came out victorious. They will, this is true double elimination, so they will have to win 2 sets to win this event. It's 25 games, 5 rounds, mathematical elimination. Starting off on table number 1, which is in the right or the left of your view, is Jonah Bunch versus Emmanuel Camejo. And on table number 2, which is in the right side of your view, is Molly Bontrager versus Ernestus Stanilis. Molly broke dry. Looks as though Jonah did as well. Pound Town's going to have the break in the first round. You can see the little red marks. I don't know how clear you can see them at home, but the little red marks that are in your view, those are the break rounds. So every round they rotate, and in round 5 they will alternate, Pound Town getting 3 of the 5. So let's go. Good morning, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. I'm super mad about this timing. I just want you guys to know when I read the bracket last night, it said this match was to be played at 9 a.m. When I got up at 8 o'clock this morning, my husband turns and says, "Why are you up? The bracket says 10:30. They changed it." I am so mad. Just want to be real clear about that. All right, time to play some pool. Molly just blew me some kisses. Must be she's ready to go. Alright, so we gotta settle in and try to get acclimated. I am gonna play a little bit of background music simply because they are playing music here in the room. Alright, so Ernestus is playing on the right. Emmanuel is on your left. These guys play at our Red Shoe Billiards. I know you guys have heard of that place. It's pretty legendary. Alright, so these dry breaks, you know, what's the rule, right? When you got the break, you gotta hold serve. Looks like Ernestus is in a bit of a bind over here. He's got himself kind of funky monkey. Shooting solids. He doesn't have a good shot. He's left himself badly. But Emmanuel on table number 1 is looking to make some quick work of Jonah's break. Now if Emmanuel gets rid of the 1 ball right now, he could leave the 5 for last. I know it's not ideal, but if he shoots the 1 now and catches the window to get to the 7, he can use the 5 to get under the 8. The 8 will come up table here, and then which would be our bottom left-hand corner view. Same place he would pocket the 1, he can pocket the 8. Alright, he doesn't like it. I get it, but I don't know how he's gonna get, I don't know how he's gonna get, unless he breaks the 8 out right now. He's trying to open it up. Okay, so he's made that 8 ball much more accessible. Very good shot. Good morning, Prezzo. What's happening, Torture? Thanks for jumping in. Waiting for Chuck call so you guys can have another reunion. Okay, so he's done a good job to open that up. Now, Ernestus did not complete the out against Molly. Got a decent starting shot. Decent starting shot. Now, you guys can see on the 2 tables behind these guys, I think this is the sportsman's final for the teams. He's got to catch the window, and he does. See, that's what I thought he might do to begin with, and then use the 7 to get to the 5. He's much smarter than I am. There we go. Okay, so he overhit it. He's coming with a tough shot on the 8. Gonna slice her in. He misses the 8. He's gonna scratch. Oh boy. Jonah's gonna take advantage of that right there. Coming to the table with ball in hand, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing's tied up, but there is some work to be done. I don't know how Jonah likes to shoot him, but if I can get in on that 15, I'm trying to get rid of it. Not just like that. Yeah, and there he goes. He's off to the races. While he's trying to figure out how to get rid of that 11 ball, it's tied up. It's friends with Ernestus's balls. That sounds terrible. Absolutely terrible. Oh, no. I might have to do some noise filtering here. I can see that my headset is recognizing the music in the background. The hot seat match was between Jam Up with Anthony Miller and Brett Miller. Tony Miller, Brett Miller. A shot by Jonah. But Red Shoes won the hot seat. And Jonah's gonna take rack 1. Good start. Oh, Molly misses the breakout there, but Liz is actually gonna sit up just fine. You know she's going for it, right? She's going for it. Alright, so she misses the breakout for the second time. She called it in the corner. She's gonna try to make it go off the 6. Morning. Cheers. Everybody get your coffee and your waters. It's gonna be a long morning, I feel like. Yeah, she's hoping it's wired. For sure. She's calling it in the corner. She said, he says, I want to get somebody to watch the hit, and she's like, it's not even gonna be close. She's paying, okay, so he thought she was gonna try to cut it clean, and she's gonna try to pinch it off the 6, carry it to the bottom right hand corner. Alright, Cecil just came up, everybody. The man of the hour here. and she loses the rock. All right, so this rack is probably a wash between the two teams. You better be. Alright, so Ernestus came just a little funky under that 2 ball, but he should be just fine. He's gonna drag the cue ball around 3 rails. He's gotta be careful this side. Alright, he comes up to it. So let's refresh the score. It's not like, should I just, is that right here?
I could never be a child. So he'll be here about noon.
Okay, thank you.
And they're still playing then.
I tried last time he was here. He didn't really feel comfortable talking on the booth, but I tried last time he was here too. All right, just doing my work, doing my due diligence, right? Saying thanks to the sponsors out there. A special thanks to Dan Taylor, Pat McMullen, Julian Mitchell, Walt Wesley, and of course John Stitch. Biggest thank you to Cecil Messer on my end, but we also want to say thanks to Michigan City LaPorte Convention and Visitors Bureau, Scott Miller, for their support of this event. So I'm pretty excited about that. All right, so Molly ends up sneaking that one out. Gets a little love after some crazy caroms and scratches, and here we are. Molly ends up getting away with that one. Okay, so the score is 20-14, still early, but at least so far, Pound Town has been able to get fortunate enough to to win the racks they're breaking so far, even though I feel as though they were a little bit of trouble on both racks. Alright, so this is Mike O'Shea on table 1, playing Tyler Garber. Mike played fairly decent in the match against Jam Up last night. Pretty good. He's a solid player. You can tell these guys, you can tell they've been around each other a lot, and they're very familiar with each other. All right, decent safety, but unfortunately for Mike, he tied up his 1 ball. But if he gets ball in hand, it's going to be irrelevant. The problem here is that both of Tyler's balls are underneath this pack here, and if Tyler makes a hit, he's obviously not going to make a lot, but not unlikely to make a lot. He could really put Mike in trouble right there. Oh, did he get it? Let's go to my side view. That's exactly what I was talking about. He's going in the direction to put Mike in some pretty tough spot. Alright, so on table 2, we got Tyler Buttrick versus Ryan Hoff. Yeah, both matches were a 10-7. I don't know if you guys can see that on the score sheet I put on the screen. Alright, so good shot by Mike. Little combination shot. Doesn't really get him much anywhere. He can make the 2. The 1 doesn't go anywhere now. After the safety he played, the 1 ended up getting tied up. Don't know if he's got a lot for safety options there. So another safety. I think this may be a very good shot. I don't know. You know, I think he gave him the edge of it at 10. Maybe not. Maybe not. Alright, Tyler. What? Alright, taking 3 out of the first 3 racks. And Tyler Buttrick comes with a 0. So good stuff right there. Good stuff, good start. And this is exactly what they're supposed to do if they want to win this first set and force the second set. They got to come out strong on their breaks, and that's exactly what Pound Town is doing. Now Mike's in I'm not so sure what Mike intends to do here. He knows that this one's a bad ball. I don't think it goes past the 10 in the side. And he can't make it in the corner right now. Ooh. Oh, and he's gonna knock the 8 in. Bad action for Red Shoes. Bad action. Brutal. Alright. So whatever that is, 10-5. 10-5. Knocks the 8 in, so they won 4. 4 out of their first 4 games Pound Town has. Score is currently 40-19. A 21-point lead after the first round so far. Zach Wallace closing out the first round against Yatni Magdaleno. Yatni played pretty good last night. Not bad. Not bad at all. The hot seat matchup. Quick look at the score while Zach's racking. Here you go, folks. 40-19 after 4 games. Jonah Bunch is going to be starting the second round on table number 1, which is the left table in your view. We're going to get back to action. Trying to make it where you guys can see the score sheet. I know it's going to be a little difficult. If you have any fuzziness at all, because this, at the moment, the tables on my end look fantastic. So, so if you need any adjustments on your end, please click on your screen, and there's going to be a little gear setting. When you click on that, it's going to say quality click on the quality, and then go to advanced settings, and it'll allow you to turn it up to 1080p or 720, whatever you prefer, whatever your device can handle. But I am running on 1080, so you should have good, decent quality, 4K potential. Thanks, Torture. Appreciate that. My Scotch partner just decided to wake up this morning. Pat McMullen and I, after the finals match, played in the finals of the Scotch at 2:30 in the morning. So we won. We won 5-1. We were spotting everybody 2 games, which is not very many, just so you know. And we had to go to 5 before our opponents had to go to 3. We were victorious 5-1. I did not run it on the stream. So, just so everybody knows. Alright, so red shoes. Had the break on the left. That's Ernestus Stanulis. Playing Jonah Bunch on table 1. And Yatni is playing on table 2. Missed the 9 in the corner. Boy, this table is not real good. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So Yatni, did he establish suit? 7. I'm not sure he did. I think that was his first shot. Yeah, the 2-game spot is because we were both masters. All the other doubles teams that were signed up, and everybody, you know what I mean? They were all like a 1 master, 1 advanced, or 1 master and an open player. And it was last minute. It was for funsies because they didn't have a lot of teams, so they asked. The tournament direction asked me if I would play with Pat. Apparently he has problems with people being good partners. I don't know. But he lucked out on that one. Anyway, good match. We played good. Knocked it down. Alright, so Zach doesn't have a good starting shot either. Alright, and Nestus falls in real nicely on table 1. Falls in real nicely on that 2. Or it's the 4 ball, I apologize. When we use the standard aramith balls with the purple 4, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes the 2, 4, and 8 can't always tell them apart. And I'm pretty spoiled, even though I know a lot of people don't like it. I love the pink 4. The pink 4 is so much easier for me to see. Just me personally. I think it's just dead in the window, this 8 ball. Ernestus is gonna hold serve here with this 8 in the top left corner pocket. Alright, and Yatne is coming to the table. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Another 10-0 on the board. Our second one today already, and we're only into the second round. Pound Town versus Red Shoes, the final. This is awesome. Yesterday, both these teams, in my opinion, were playing, you know, the best pool of anyone in the room. Alright, Mike O'Shea is back up against Molly Von Traeger on table 1. Okay, so we have not updated the score. There we go. Nice break and run by Ernestus. And Mike's got the break here against Molly. They're rolling carts behind me, guys, so it's gonna be loud for a second. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. should be 40 to 29. Zach, his match is not completed. You guys, so the teams that are playing in the Sportsman Finals that just won, I think their team name is Sticks Insider. Like STYX Cider. CIDER. That's so funny. Not gonna lie, that's pretty good. No, Poundtown did not win. Ernestus ran out and gave Jonah a 0. No worries. See, I don't know if I'm a huge fan of solids here. Like, I get it right, but the 11 ball is the only ball that doesn't have a home, and if you get on a good side of it, it does. Did I miss something? Okay, so she doesn't quite get over there for the 7. She may have gone in the window of the 2. So Mike must have broken dry. I don't know if I personally would have chosen solids because the 7 was so funky. It wasn't my favorite, but you know, I'm not at the table, so there's that. So Zach is a little under the weather this morning. Wasn't feeling it. That was a nice touch by Molly. Nice touch by Molly. That a girl. Yeah, I don't think she has anything tied up. She makes this 7. If she can make this 7, let's go to the side view. So the 6 is goner. I think she's straight on the 7. Oh no, she's not. She's got a little bit of draw. A little bit of draw here. She just wants to hold it in the window though, so she can shoot the 2 in the same pocket. So she dragged down underneath it a bit much. Alright, so Zach's done some ball bumping over there. Can't tell if he can get to the 4 or not. Okay, so he's playing the bank on the 4. See him lining that up now. Alright, so Yatne over here on table 2 is hoping and praying Zach barbecues this 4 ball. Molly's sitting pretty good here. Good shot on her end to get back. Oh, and he's doubling him up. And I think he's gotten away with it. It was just, you know, kind of a plan. I'm assuming that Zach was intentional trying to hold that cue ball where he did. Nice shot by Molly. This is good. They're going to take serve here. Yes, that was a second chance sportsman class, whatever final. I do believe maybe, maybe it wasn't the final. This is going to be the final here. Sticks Insider and What's Our Name? Good shot by Molly Monster. Good shot by Molly. What a girl. All right, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Another 10-0. Another 10-0 in this matchup. Sporty. Looks like Zach may be playing another bank on the 3, but I don't know if he locked him up this time. Can't tell if he gave Ernesto the 12 ball or not. Or no, he's playing Yachty. Yeah, I can't tell. Alright, so let's refresh the score for everybody at home. Here we go. That's another big 10-0, baby. Good stuff. We've had 3 of them out of 7 games. It's good pool going on right here. Okay, that's a semifinal. Okay, all right, thanks. Thanks for letting us know that. I have no idea what was going on in that tournament. I have been so busy with the main event streaming that I wasn't able to keep track of their brackets. Everything is available at CompuSport.us. Alright, so Zach does lose that rack. We're gonna update the score. Yatne is able to get out, take a 10-4 over Zach Wallace. So the score is 58-49. At the moment, they put, well, it's not. It's 54-39. I don't know why they scored Zach's game in the wrong round, but they did. Okay, so they scored it in the wrong round. Yeah, 50, it's actually, yeah, 54-39. They, like I said, they've scored it in the second round. Somebody did. I don't know who, but one of the teams. That's the hard part when you got 2 teams scoring. I think that, that's a bit of, that's where things get a little discombobulated, but not everybody's got to be responsible for putting their scores in. Alright, so over here on the left, you got Tyler Garber playing Ryan Hoff. And on the right, you're going to have Yatne Magdaleno breaking against Tyler Buttrick. Yeah, they did score it twice. They scored Zach in 2 rounds, but they scored him in the wrong, against the wrong player in round 2. Now, I don't really know what Ryan intends to do here. He may have to pocket the 5 off the rail, off the 11. Or, I mean, pocket the 5 and then make the 7 off the rail and off the 11. That's pretty much the only way, but what he really has to be mindful of is coming into that shot, he's got to get his cue ball afterwards in a position to pocket the 8. So he has done that. He does have to be mindful with a big draw stroke. If he comes in with a big draw stroke, he's cutting the ball to our left. Cue ball's going to be tracking towards the side pocket like that. He didn't take much time to commit to that 7 ball. I feel like it was like a 2-stroke, okay, I'll do this kind of shot. You guys know what I'm talking about, the ones that you're like half committed, don't really put the work in, gotta take the extra seconds. This is the finals, you'll get punished for a shot like that. Gotta take those extra seconds. Bump it. Alright, so Garber should be okay here. Yeah, it was just... Oh, that was careless on Tyler's part. And he bumped the 9 with his hand. Not that it's gonna matter. And so, Ryan gets away with that. That little bit of, give up in that 7 ball the first time, so he gets another opportunity at it. I'm sure he's happy about that. Nice slide draw down the left long rail to get on that 8 ball. Tyler's gonna be a little upset with himself over that, but he'll fix it. He'll come back, get it together. I don't know much about Tyler, but I'm assuming that I'm not sure that he's been in a ton of finals matches in team pool, but every experience is a good one, and every experience is a learning experience, and you learn how to get better and better in finals matches if you pay attention to what you do wrong during those moments. Alright guys, give me just a second, I got some stuff to take care of. Please enjoy the match. I'll refresh the score sheet and we'll be right back. All right, everybody, how's everyone doing? This is Lonnie Fox Raymond. I'm back in the booth here, and I have got a special guest, Mr. Scott Miller, who is the director. I hope I'm saying that right, of the Michigan City LaPorte Convention and Visitors Bureau. They are supporting this event here, and we're going to be working with them going forward. So, Scott, how you doing?
I'm doing great. Great to be here.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about what you guys do for the community here.
What we do is a little bit of everything. We try to get involved in as many events that come into our county as possible. We help support the organizations that bring them in. We try to accommodate with any kind of travel, any kind of rooms, anything that they may need food-wise, things like that. The little things that may come into play that they don't think about.
The details.
Yeah. We fine-tune it for them and help them as best we can.
Well, and I think that's what makes great events, and this is something that I speak about regularly with the WPBA, is that it's the details that make the difference in an event. It's the small things, and I think that it's great that Cecil and the ACS have partnered up with you guys. I think that's a fantastic idea. And hopefully, we bring a little bit of something to the area too, right?
Oh, yeah.
And so it's been really fun. We've been here. You were here on what, Thursday?
Wednesday. I stopped in on the first day.
Okay, it was Wednesday.
Yeah.
Okay. And so now he's back to kind of check out the finals matches. This is the men's / because there's ladies in this event too.
Yep.
But men's division team final, and this is the best of the best out of, I think, 39 teams. And these two teams are the last two teams standing. So It's been a steady grind since Friday. And then on the two tables on the inside of your view are the Sportsman Second Chance Finals. So many teams up to a certain point in the bracket are eligible for that if they got knocked out early.
Okay.
And so that's a second chance event over there, and they are, I believe, the semifinals. I don't think they're quite to the finals yet. But yeah, this is a great event, so thank you for helping us out.
Oh, absolutely. My pleasure. I enjoy coming down. Like you had mentioned, I didn't make it back since Wednesday only because I couldn't find a place to park. I mean, it was just that busy here, and we love to see that. Love to see that, and I hope that all the teams and all the players had a fantastic time. I know you're here to ask me questions, but let me ask you a question.
Sure.
Have you heard any feedback? How is everybody liking it here?
Well, to be honest, I think that everything's easily accessible here. And so from what I've heard from most of the players that I've spoken with is that they like the venue. They like that everything's really easily accessible. And then whatever you can't get, you can have delivered here, which is nice.
Right.
But
That's
really,
good to hear.
the staff and everything here has been really nice to us, and they've been really accommodating. Yesterday there were a couple birthday parties going on here too, so you would think that it'd be a little treacherous having a bunch of pool players and then a whole group of kids screaming and squealing, but really it went pretty well.
Good.
And yeah, I mean, I like the area though. I actually told my husband I think we need to come back during the summertime though.
It's a completely different animal in the summertime, like you said. It's a lot busier in the town. We've got a lot of lakes in the area, so we get a lot of people that travel through that. It's a quieter hidden gem, so to speak. Like I said, with the lake folks that come in and just for a weekend or vacationing for a few days, longer than a weekend, an extended vacation. It does definitely pick up, but having you guys here gets us warmed up for the busy season.
There you go. So if someone were to visit Michigan City or LaPorte, this area, what would you suggest as some things for them to try?
Like I said, in the warmer times, definitely go to the lakes here in LaPorte. We also have Blue Chip Casino. We have the Lighthouse Mall. We have a lot of little things coming by our office, or even getting our visitor's guide can get you pretty much anything you'd want.
Nice.
Like you said, it's walking distance to the downtown area where we have a lot of antique malls here in LaPorte. There are a couple in Michigan City as well. But like I said, we've got a little something for everybody.
Yeah. So I'm a little familiar with this area because of my grandparents, and my mom was born in Valparaiso.
Okay.
So I'm a little familiar with this part of Indiana, and I know I'm a little ways away, but close, you know, and I've come and gone through this part often.
Okay.
And I've always had a good experience in this area, and I've really enjoyed it here. It was nice to meet you guys, and I'm excited to. I think I'm going to try to stop at the Blue Chip on my way out of town.
There you go.
Because I haven't been able to sneak away to play the games.
Right.
Been busy girl. So, but yeah, it's been great. So hopefully that we can partner again in the future and continue this relationship, and hopefully we can find a way for everybody to make out in the deal, you know?
And I think, you know, working with Cecil has been, you know, extremely easy, and you know, I like working with him. He's a great guy and very informative. The things that I didn't know, he educated me on as far as the tournament goes, and you know, how he handles things. So, you know, it makes things a lot easier on our end too, to know coming into this time of year, I'm going to see Cecil, and these are the things I need to line up for him, and you know, we enjoy it. We enjoy it a lot.
Yeah, Cecil's a great guy, and he's done a lot. Like, I know that you're, you know, not obviously pool is a different beast in general, billiards themselves, but when you talk about pool, it's really hard not to bring up Cecil Messer's name. He's been involved in some of the biggest organizations in pool for many, many years, and he never forgets a player. He never forgets somebody he met. He never. He's one of those guys that he shows gratitude where he's supposed to, and he's humble for the things that he feels he should probably get recognized for.
Right.
You know, and so we love him here, and we hope that he's got many years to work with us in going forward. But you know, you never know. He's been doing it a long time.
I tell you, I had lunch with Cecil, I think a week before you guys came into town, and we were finalizing some things and catching up. And the one thing that I found about Cecil, there's never a lull in the conversation.
No.
He's got something to say. He's full of stories, and I love his stories.
Yeah, he likes to tell the stories. He's a good dude.
He is.
So let's just update the fans at home real quick on what's happening. I want to make sure that I'm seeing this correctly. I'm going to re-update my score. So the current score is 68 to 66 Pound Town. Only up by 2 points, 2 balls between these two teams going into the start of the third round. This is a 5-round format with 10 points for the win and 1 point per ball pocketed if you happen to lose. So we've had in 10 games, we've had 4 table runs out of 10 games. So these guys are playing at a pretty high level. Yeah, so now here's how it works. This is true double elimination format. Pound Town does have to win this first match in order to force the second set in the final.
Gotcha.
The winner of this will take home $1,800 to divide amongst teammates, and the second place team will take $1,100 home. So it's a decent payout. 33 teams. Yeah, not a bad weekend for these players. And it's been super high level all weekend. We had some really great matches on our YouTube channel last night for the winner of the hot seat. We call it the hot seat. It's the winner 2 top teams on the A side, winner's side of the bracket.
Okay.
And then we had a really great losers bracket final to get back to the finals, and so it was a fantastic night last night. I'm almost a little nerdy because I get so excited.
Now, when you say last night, what time did that finals?
Oh, yeah.
Was it last night, or was it right before the sun came up?
It was real early this morning. And then what's crazier is that they allowed me to play in the doubles with one of their players here, and obviously I'm a master player, and so is he, so they made us spot everyone in the field a couple games.
Okay.
And we had to play the finals at 2:30 this last night, in the morning. So I played in a finals match after sitting behind the computer for 10 hours yesterday.
Wow.
Played in a finals match, got that done, went to bed at 3:30. Thought they played at 9, and they changed the time to 10:30. And so I was up at 8 with like just a few hours sleep. I was so mad.
You could have had another hour or so.
I was so mad. Like, I'm looking at my husband like, is this my life? But it is my life, and this is what they pay me the not so big bucks to do. So.
Right. Well, if you love what you do, it's not work, right?
That's right. That's right. So anyway, I want to say thanks to Scott Miller again, and of course to Michigan City and LaPorte Convention and Visitors Bureau for being super supportive of our event, and hopefully our relationship will grow in the future. And Christy, his pal that came along with him, I don't know what her status is on your.
She's right now. She's a jack of all trades.
Oh,
she's
the go-to girl.
Yeah.
All right.
She's been with us for a few months. She's moving up our ladder a little bit, so we're getting her involved in some more events and projects. So we're excited to have her aboard. So maybe next year you'll be talking to Chris instead of me.
Right. We're gonna make her get in the booth with us next year. All right. So anyway, we're gonna get back to the match here, Scott. Just because these players we deserve to give them their due diligence.
Absolutely agree.
But thank you again for being part of our event here, and
glad to do it. Happy to be here.
We're gonna do more in the future, and we're pretty excited about that.
So are we. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely, Scott. Thank you.
Thanks.
All right, everybody. I apologize for kind of disappearing, but you know, every once in a while you gotta shake hands and kiss babies, you know, and that's what I'm pretty good at. So we're gonna update and get back. I'm gonna get back invested into this match because I cannot not watch what's happening here. All right, so it is 93-84. Tyler Buttrick is on the left-hand table against Emmanuel Camejo. Zach Wallace and Ernestus Stanulis is starting over on table 2. This is a tight match, 9-point spread. Very, very tight match. All right, let's see. All right, guys. Scott Miller from the Michigan City LaPorte Visitors Bureau, amazing. By the way, they're the nicest humans. I've met 4 board members. They've brought the check they are invested in this event, and we're going to partner with them more going forward. So shout out to Scott Miller and Christy and Dean from the board there. Amazing. All right, so Tyler got a pretty open table here. He does want to be really mindful on how he gets. Right. Oh, he's going to be queuing awkwardly. Now, the good thing is I do think the 2 goes past the 6 into this side. So if he wants to go 1 to the 5 to the 2, the only thing that worries me about that, and I just want to be real clear, the only thing that worries me about that is that he, you know, this is where he's really got to be mindful and careful because he can get bad on the 6. All right, so Tyler's sitting nicely. Hopefully he's on the proper side of the 2. So we know that. We know he's on the good side of the 2. Whether or not he plays this with a follow stroke, if it goes, if it doesn't, maybe he can play the 6 first. He may be able to play this 6 ball first. This is tough. The 2 does clear past the 6, but when you're nervous, when those pockets get real small, don't they? Oh, I think he's okay. I don't think it froze up in there, y'all. I don't think I think it goes. I think he's just gotta roll it in. If not, he can play a safety. Really, to be fair, if he tries to roll it in, if he misses it, it's likely he's gonna hook Emmanuel anyway. But I think he's okay. Just rolled her in. And to be fair, I have been watching Tyler play, you know, for the last 2 days, and he's shaking a little bit. Hey, all right. 10-7. They need that, right? Every ball counts. Ooh. Okay, and we've got Zach Wallace up against Ernestus Stanulis on table 2. Score is 100-94. Red Shoes. They're up by 6, by 6 balls. They're just going in. There's a long match left here, folks. A lot of match left here. They're nowhere near done. They need to just sit there and hang out, enjoy themselves. It's gonna see what's happening. All right, guys. So, Torture, thank you so much for doing all that. I just realized that my mic, I had muted it to take a drink of my coffee. And, so thank you for keeping everyone updated on the scores at home. I do all the little things. Yeah, it's a 6-ball difference here. That's it. But they're only in the end of the 3rd round, so there are 2 available rounds left. Zach's he's got some work to do. The 9 doesn't go past the 8. Doesn't go to the 1 because of the 1. The 13, 14 are no good. Just not sure how I feel about this rack. I don't know if I'm missing something. Alright, so Jonah's elevated, queuing down on the 6. I think he's fine to hit the window of the 1. Alright, I like this. Zach's I think he's okay. He might even be able to play into the 13, 14. I think initially he looked at getting underneath it, but Jonah's calling the 7. He's gonna swerve around that ball. What a good shot. That snaps. Snaps for that. That was a great shot. Alright. Attaboy, Zach. Gets a nice little bump on the 14 on his side of the table. Five roll up, 8 ball in the top, bottom left-hand corner. Alright. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, another 10-0. Good out by Jonah Bunch. That was necessary. He just took the lead for his team by 4, if I'm correct. 104 to 4. Yes, sir. That's action. All right. Alright, so Zach misses the 13. Tough shot. I mean, it was a tough shot. Even still getting positional 14 was even tougher. Right, so Ernestus, that's who I think Zach is playing. Yeah, has a good opportunity here. He had a good starting shot. Good shot on the 6. You may just have to pinch it and hold it right there. Ooh. He just made kind of a funny few face at his team, which is, you know, we know it's the nature of the beast, right? I gotta stand up a little bit, guys. I apologize. I've been sitting for days. I'm gonna just stretch myself out just a little. This match is so tight. It's like 1 point here, 1 point there. So Molly thought that he made one, but he did not. Alright, so Molly's up against a Yatni Magdaleno on table 1. Alright, so Ernestus is able to complete the run out there with a 10-5 win over Zach Wallace. That's okay, just keep making the balls. That's the key, right? This is a ball count situation, so making the balls is absolutely crucial. That's where it's all at. I'd say right now is the trick. With for Molly, she's got a clear path to try to come up. And really, to be fair, if she hits it right, the 15 may break. She misses the bump on the 15. Okay. Well, she caught a little bit wide. She probably should have killed the ball just a tad bit more, but you know how it is. 1/2 inch one way or the other, and it changes everything. We all know it's just pool, right? That's what we do. Alright, so waiting for them to refresh the score. Let me see if it's up. Da, 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 da. Wow, 110 to 109. 1 point difference going into the top of the 4th round. So you got Tyler Garber coming up against Emmanuel Camejo on table 2. Emmanuel will be breaking this round. This is a red shoe break round. Alright, so yeah, unfortunately misses the 6. Weird miss. She must have had enough of it to make it. I wasn't sure that she did. Cecil, he's always coming through talking, isn't he? Funny guy. Alright, so Molly misses the 6, and now Yatne is up on the table. Yeah, missing that breakout was a big deal. Now, Yachty's in a bit of a spot as well. I mean, his balls are just not setting up. They're not conducive to a good out either. He's going to have to work for this one. Now, he's sitting good here, right? Because if he plays this 10 ball in the side off the 5, or 12 ball, it opens up the 10. He's likely to clip. Oh, and he opens everything up. Let's go, Molly Monster. Got an opportunity. Just gotta take real advantage of this one. Just queuing super awkward though. Alright, so Tyler's got himself some work to do over on table 2. Okay, so this is really awkward. I mean, the most level that Molly can get on her cue is honestly to shoot the 4, because she can play it with a high ball. But the problem is, oh man, this is tough. When you're queuing over something like that, it's just the most uncomfortable situation, especially, you know, when you know it's an important rack. There's only a 1-point difference between your two teams, and this is where you gotta start from. She's looking at the line to maybe get in between the 6-3. Because all she's got is high ball. So if she makes it the 4 to the bottom right-hand corner of your view, she's got to go to the rail and back into those balls. She can't hold it. It's a little too hard to hold it. I just feel like maybe she can level Q. Or maybe not. Definitely difficult. Alright, so Tyler doesn't quite finish out what's going on over there on table 2, and that's okay, because it's a messy little table. Although, Emmanuel... I'm sorry, that's Ryan Hoff. No, that is Emmanuel. I'm not crazy. I am crazy. Emmanuel has decent starting, and none of his balls are really tied up. So if he's just got to catch a couple windows on the 14. Yeah, if he catches the window on the 14 right here off the 11. Such a difficult queuing position for Molly. Such a difficult queuing position. Excuse me, folks. Alright guys, my partner from the Scotch just stops over and he's like, hey, you know we've got to take our picture, right? And I was like, can we just use one of the ones we've already got? They're pretty good. We'll just Photoshop in a trophy. I know, right? I'm focused, torture. Yeah, it's because I got my WPBA hat on today. I don't feel like doing my hair. Oh, you guys didn't know these teams are paying me for that? No, I'm just kidding. I'm not a defensive coordinator, but I do kind of look like that with my headset. Huh? That's fun. Alright, Alright, so Manuel is in a bind. He's kicking at that 12. That could be treacherous. Yachny is he gonna try to play this? Oh my goodness, is he going for the bump? That's terrible. That's not a good look. I don't know if he could have drawn out of it, or maybe those... I thought they went. Maybe they do not. Look at Molly. They're not frozen. The 12 ball is not frozen, though. They're just trying to decipher if it's frozen or not frozen. Yeah. Yeah, I also agree with you on that, Torture. I am a little surprised he left those balls for last. I just don't know if he thought he could get enough pace to break them out or what. I'm not really sure. Alright, so Tyler Garber on the right is looking pretty good over there. Oh, don't tie up your 2 ball, Tyler. That's not good. You don't want to tie that ball up. Alright, keep working, kid. Wow, I thought he was gonna make it. Uh-oh. Alright, let's go, Molly Monster. Almost got him a safety play there. Almost took the left-hand corner pocket out of Molly's options. Alright, the 2 ball is still kind of funky for Tyler. He's got to find a way to get to it. She's going to be super fine. Like, everything's opened up. The combination doesn't fall. The combination is makeable. She also got the 4 ball to get her on the combo in a much better position. Yeah, she hits it well. She's perfectly fine. There is a giant check. Cecil's carrying around a giant check for the first place winner. Alright, so it does look as though Tyler, okay, good job by Molly. It does look like Tyler, I'm trying to get back to you guys. I got so many computer screens going right now. Alright, so it looks like Emmanuel, doesn't have a shot. He does have edge of 15 ball. I don't know that he has anything offensive. But it may be worth him to swing at something offensive. Oh, he loses the cue ball. Let's go, Tyler. Alright, Manuel loses the cue ball. He's gonna be real mad about that. Molly's sitting good on this 5. So is she able to pinch hold? She's fine. She's fine. Zach just gave me this look like she froze to that ball. She's fine. Yeah. Alright. 10-5 for Molly. Zach turned and looked at me and the look on his face was hilarious. I'm like, she's fine. From his view, it looked like she froze up to the 8. Alright, Tyler Garber's taking it on the right as well. Alright, snuck one out there for Tyler Garber. Red Shoes is, everybody's coming in cold, right? And I think that's the biggest thing. Red Shoes literally walked in with sandwiches in their hand. And so, if they happen to get defeated by Pound Town, I'm sure they'll be much more prepared for the second set, if that's the case. If not, I mean, this match is not over. Red Shoes is not out. couple good things their way, and they're gonna, they're going after it. So, all the guys on the Team Red Shoes have been super nice. I didn't know any of them. A couple of them, like Mike O'Shea, looked familiar to me. I didn't know why. And and Yatne looked really familiar to me too. And I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but they're just all really nice. And but they did kind of come running in right at 10:30. So luckily Pound Town was nice enough to let them hit a few racks before they got started and they ate their breakfast. And to be fair, sometimes coming and rushing like that and it'd be a little unsettling. So hopefully they get acclimated, get comfortable, and get right back to work. Okay, so Ernesto Stanulis just broke on table 1. And Mike O'Shea is getting ready to break on table 2 for Red Shoes. There you go. Tyler Buttrick is playing Ernesto, and Zach Wallace will be on table 2 playing Mike O'Shea. Score is currently 129 to 121 in favor of Pound Town, in the lead by 8 points. No, Tortured, so Red Shoes is on the A side. So they have to play their own race first. It's a 5-round rotation on the A side. And then if Pound Town beats them on the A side, then they play the 4-round rotation for all the marbles. So there's 5 rounds on, 5 rounds on the A side. So there are 7 games left. Yeah, we're going 5 rounds on the A side. Yeah, you gotta beat Red Shoes at their own game first, and then once you do that, you take the, Man, I don't know. He's got a lot of back and forth action here. Is he trying to leave the 5 for last? Uh-oh, Anestis is losing the rock a little. Or he doesn't hit it hard enough, one of the two. Alright, so Mike misses that 4, but going back and forth the way he did, even sitting on the 5. Like, he still had the 7. I mean, there was just too much back and forth action. I think his brain... You know when you got, like, 3 balls left, and just like Mike's situation, and you're trying to decide, I'm going to have to go back and forth no matter what I do. You just trying to decide which one's the right one to start with or go back and forth with is... It's mentally, like... It, like, freezes your brain, especially if you're a little bit nervous. You go into brain freeze in those situations. Yeah. So one thing I will say about this ACS event, which I think is really fun, is that they do an adult juniors event as well today. So you got a bunch of juniors that are coming in, playing with their favorite adults, and they do this every single year, which I think is awesome. Oh boy, here comes the really loud cart again. A very loud cart full of laundry. I don't know if you guys could see him go behind me. So loud. Alright, Zach's at the table. I think he's okay on the 11 ball. Alright, Ernestus is sitting in a bit of a bind though. That one ball is bad, bad news. I don't know how he intends to get into that one ball from there. So difficult. Let's go to our side view cameras for just a second. Nice shot by Zach. So he's just playing for the bank. Man, he lands in the window real nice. He lands in the window very, very nice. Zach's sitting pretty good on this 10 ball. He may just have to stun it forward. He's able to roll it and hold it in the window. That's beautiful. Couldn't tell from here if he had to stun it or if he could roll it. I remember decoys. Alright, no, I'm not sure. Zach's good queuing there. Nice attempt by Ernestus. Tyler comes to the table with a pretty open rack. Not a lot messy in there. Just kind of got to make some decisions on. Ooh, Zach wiped its feet a little bit on the way in. Zach Wallace winner, 10-4. 10-4. That's that was a good win there. Nice out by Zach. He really worked through the rack beautifully. All right, these guys from Red Shoes, they are down 139 to 125. That is a 14-point difference going into the 5th round. So let's get through this rack here with Tyler. I think he's okay. I'm gonna go to the side view camera here just because. Coming over to the side view. Just wanted to see how steep he was on that 11. He may opt to just take the 12, slide over for the 15 in the same pocket. He could also go to the left long rail and back out. Oh, it's fine. It will work. It's not that bad. He's just gonna have some long ones, you know, and if you're nervous, long is always brutal. Wins. Let's see if I can refresh and get you a number, Torture. Somebody asked about how many wins Pound Town has. 1, 2, they have 4, 6, 8, and 12 wins. And Red Shoes has 1, 4, 5, 6, 7 wins. So not the best break by Jonah over there. He needs this to spin out, but he's going to get away with it, Tyler is. Like, Jonah hit that break so hard and absolutely nothing happened. Look at it all in the He crushed him and they just stayed. It was like he hit it with his purse. Yeah, they've got one game, Tyler, this match right here with Tyler's playing in the 4th round. Tyler. Alright, so Tyler's got to play this in the top right-hand corner. He's going to play it one rail back over. He hit that so hard, and I'm not sure that he needed to hit it that hard to get the cue ball back across table, but I would say that there's a little nervous energy for Tyler. And I don't know much about Tyler, so I have no idea how much experience he has. Clearly, the kid plays pretty good, but yeah, getting into the finals of a team final like this, I don't know how many times he's been in there, but you can tell he's maybe a tad nervous. That's okay. I would suggest just working on your breathing. That would be my suggestion to him, is make sure that you're breathing. That would be my suggestion. As a player who's been playing a long time. Oh, Mike, I'm just playing. Jonah didn't really hit it with his purse. He really, I mean, if you could hear it, I don't know if you guys could hear it, but he crushed it. He hit it really hard. Just nothing moved. He must have had a gap in there somewhere that was just like, just kidding, you know. Yeah, I would say that that would be my suggestion. And I would also suggest that you learn how to shoot on the exhale to get rid of your nerves. If something I learned in some sports training is that if you're shooting on your exhale, you absolutely cannot flinch. And a lot of people don't realize that. So if you're nervous and in your final follow-through stroke, you're exhaling at the same time, which you do have to teach yourself how to do. If you learn to do that, your body cannot flinch, which is the devil in pool. All right, so Tyler gets away with that one. 10-6 win for Tyler, and that's okay. They'll take it because that just extends their lead by 4 more points. All right, so it's 149 to 131 at the top of the 5th. The best they can do is 181. So, this is not over. Pound Town needs 31 balls to finish. I mean, it's just not over. Right? 131 plus 50 points is 181. 150. So they need 31 points, 32 points to win. So this is not done yet, folks. This was still a tight match. Give me just a second. Somebody's waving me. So I'll be right back. All right, guys. Sorry about that. What's going on? Let's check. I know the score. I know that Jonah won as I was walking away to go ask a couple questions. So it is 159 to 133. The best they could do is 173. $14 balls. So they need 15 balls to win. Molly's kicking at the 2. She misses it. She gives up ball in hand. But she does have 2, 3, 4, 3 balls in. So she got 3. So they need 11 balls. 11 balls in 4 games. So really it's game time management. Here comes my defensive coordinator. They need 11 balls between the last 4 games. Should be 11 to win set 1 and to force the second set here at the ACSIA team final. Yeah. Yeah, but Molly's made 3, so they really need 11. Somebody in the chat said they needed 14, and I said, yeah, they do, but Molly's already made 3. So they really need 11. Oh, and then I don't know how many balls have they made over here. So they made 4 over here, so that's 7 balls. So really they only need 7 more. Yep. Torture, you and I, we think a lot alike. We do all the work, right? Do all the work. So 7 balls to win. All right, nice shot over on the right by Ernestus. He strikes the ball really nicely. Manuel's doing okay over here on table 1. Looks like he's getting ready to clear out this rack. So this has been approximately a 2-hour matchup. Just at 2 hours right here. Right, nice shot. They're trying to hold him down. Tyler's in a bit of a predicament, but the one good thing is, and I wouldn't put a lot of heat on myself in this situation if I were Tyler. And the reason why I wouldn't put a lot of heat on myself is because now it's down to ball count. I don't know if he's aware of that. Down to ball count with Tyler and Mike O'Shea, and then and Zach coming up with the break. So, all right, 10-3 win by Emmanuel Camejo. 10-3 win. Mike O'Shea coming up over Tyler Buttrick. Mike O'Shea with the break. Coming to table 1. They got to hold these. They got 2 games to win and hold, well, 3 really. And they need to hold them to 7. So Ernestus has some work to do here. This is such a situation. Like, he's got a bunch of things tied up. If one of these guys wins, like say Tyler wins, because then Molly's made 3. right? Say Tyler wins. They'll need 2 balls. If I'm correct. It's 14 to tie, right? So, but overall they need 7 more balls. If by some chance Tyler doesn't win. Alright, so at this point I may lay up if I were Nestus. I would probably not shoot myself into a hole. You're not gonna come with anything heroic here. The 14 doesn't go, so now the combination obviously does go, but just me personally, I think I would probably try to block him off where he can't combo or carry him into that 13, 11 that are froze to that bottom rail. So the 14 does not go past the 5, I don't believe. Alright, so Mike Shea had a real nice break there. Real nice break. Yeah, I don't... Oh, the 8 does go in the top right-hand pocket on our Nestus's table. I don't think... Yeah, so... and I don't know how ACS works, but in VNEA, if you tie total, and I don't know how ACS wins, maybe it does go to games 1. But if they tie in totals in VNEA, you replay the last round the exact same way. So, and the only reason I know that is because at Nationals, when you're in the finals, my team tied twice, and it came down to a one point game to win the match. 1 ball to win the whole thing. And we had to replay the last round. We replayed the last round twice, but we played it in all actuality 3 times. It was brutal and very nerve-wracking, and I remember being more nervous than I'd ever been in my whole life. So there's that. What up, Politico? Thanks for tuning in, bud. This is a grinder right here, ladies and gentlemen. Grinder. Somebody just walked through here that smells like mad marijuana. Like, alright, so Mike Shea here, he is a crafty little fella. Although he's fallen on the wrong side of the 13, in my opinion. He has fallen on the wrong side of the 13. But gonna bump it. Oh, he hit that so good. This little guy right here, man, he plays some pool now. No question. What's up, Jude? Alright, nice run out there. This is gonna be a tester. We're gonna put Zach on all the heat. Yeah, well, we can't wait to see a Politico. We hope you do. Alright, let's refresh the scoreline. Let's kind of get some updates. What's happening, folks? Everybody at home? Feels like the whole gang's in the chat room. Jude, Politico, Torture. Alright, we got some people talking some smack around the room. There is the semifinals. Oh, looks like the finals of the Sportsman's going on. And the top 2 tables in front of these 2 finals, that is the second chance event. So it's interesting. There's lots of things happening in the room still. All right. Man, this is tough. That 8 ball is real tricky on table 2. And I know they're getting ready to play. I get it. And I do think the 8 goes, though. You see that? Alright, so the score line at the moment. I feel like I refresh a score non-stop in my life. Alright, so it's 162 to 153. Oh my goodness. Oh, nice try. Nice try. Very nice try. Good attempt. Alright, so Ernestus is gonna have to really figure this one out. It's tough action. He's gonna kick at it. Is he kicking? He is kicking. And he drains it. Wow. Wow. That's good action, folks. That's good action. All right, so we're going to refresh the score and find out what Zach Wallace needs to do in order to win this matchup and force the second set. This is the finals of the ACIS or ACSIA team event. They're allowed one master or two advanced players on their teams. Let's go to the main camera view here. We're going to go back. What's up, folks? This is what we're looking at. Mike O'Shea and Ernestus came with some big racks right there. The score is 166 to 163 red shoes. So that means that Zach needs a 10-6 win to guarantee. If they get 7 balls, wait a minute, let me do this again. 173. All right. All right, so Zach needs 7 balls to tie. He has to win. If he gets 7, they tie, and I don't, like I said, I gotta find out what, if they have to replay the last round or how that exactly works. But Zach has to win, and if he gets 7, they tie. And then I don't know what the rule will be for ACS, so I know in BNEA you replay the last round. If it's a win by games, could get tight. Torture, let's see, what's the win by, if it's win by games? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 wins for Pound Town. If it comes down to a tie, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11, yeah. If it came down to wins, Pound Town for sure wins. You're right about that, Torture. All right, good starting shot by Zach. Cecil's back in the booth, y'all. Mm-hmm. Do you want to put the headset on, Cecil?
10-7.
What is the answer if they have a tie? Do they have to replay the last round, or is it by wins?
1 game.
1 game? It's a 1-game tiebreak, y'all. Oh, dang. I think Zach's sitting pretty good. The 8's tough. Molly's making fun of me right now because I get all nervous Nelly for everyone. It's funny, when I'm playing, I'm not nearly as nervous. Ooh. He's got work to do. You guys look at the cart going behind me. Watch. It's all laundry. There are massive carts of laundry running through. I don't know I don't know who plays. I don't know. Jonah's up in here too. Jonah's played damn near perfect. I mean, he's got a couple losses, but. Oh no. That's no good. I mean, other than somebody running out on Jonah, Jonah's played pretty good. He's got a couple big wins. Like, I don't know who you pick. All right, so at this point, this is bad news bears. Bad news bears. Pound Town. All right, Zach's trying to figure it out. He's trying to work it out. It's tough. I know it's a little crooked, guys. I apologize for the crooked table. My camera is not centered. It's centered to the two tables. It's not centered to this particular table. Called the 2, bottom corner. Picking up the ball in hand, ladies and gentlemen. This might be the end of the show for. It's tough. You know, he's got to make things happen in that rack. He gets a little off angle on the shot before this and drills into it. The cue ball just kind of sucks to the 8, and he's sitting in a bad spot. Ryan Hoff, coming to the table. He's got to pocket these balls. He not only has to pocket these balls, but it's a win to win for him. And anything less than 7 isn't a tie. So Pound Town needs all 7 balls to force the tie. All right, this is a little bit awkward. Is it not? Oh, okay, he's fine. All right, a little bit awkward, I thought. Hello, my dear.
I need you to sign and then take the money.
Oh. She's like, sign it, take the money. All right, guys, hold on just a second. Well,
I know it was a small
Jules.
one, and trust me, you will have Illinois.
Aww.
Oh yeah, and
well,
that one's a
thank you.
big one. That's like bigger than Valley.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, congratulations. Congratulations. Julie's on my camera right now. You see yourself? Congratulations to Red Shoes. That was a fantastic finals match. I thought Pound Town was going to pull it out there. Came right down to the very last game. This is Lonnie Fox Raymond. I'm going to let you guys just kind of watch what's going on in the room. We're going to give you guys, I'm going to get rid of the score sheets, let you guys see what's happening. But I do want to say thank you to all the guys in the team here at the ACSIA organization. They have been amazing. So much fun.
Thank you.
Oh, and Julie's fed
Thank
me
you
all
for-
weekend.
We love you. Thank you so much for.
Well, I loved being
out
here. So
and-
this was my perfect first amateur big gig by myself. And so I thank you
did
guys for trusting
wonderful.
me.
Everybody was very happy with
Mm-hmm.
everything. Illinois players, the bars in Illinois were watching all the playing.
Oh,
They were texting me.
Yay,
So
that's
it
so
was
exciting.
Really, really nice.
Okay, so we want to say congratulations to the winners.
Congratulations, guys.
These guys, Team Red Shoes, are fantastic. You guys in the chat, thanks for tuning in and getting up early this morning. You guys are troopers. I appreciate you guys coming back after we were up so late last night.
Oh, it was a late one.
It was late.
Oh,
And
what was it? Work?
yeah, I didn't go to bed until almost 4, and then I didn't, yeah, and then I thought the finals was at 9, so I got up at 8.
Oh,
It was rough. Yeah, I was so sad when I found out.
posted it.
I know my husband's like, Lonnie, you don't got to get up till 10:30. I was like, oh,
I'm sorry.
it's okay. It's okay. I mean, what's a little sleep? Who needs it, you know?
Oh,
Who needs it?
You don't need it at pool tournaments.
No, Sid's nobody ever. All right.
All right,
So,
now I have to go work.
okay,
All right,
thanks,
thank you so
Julianne.
much.
Hardest working lady in the business right now, let me tell you. Okay, so I want to say thank you to so many people. I want to say thank you to the Michigan City and LaPorte Visitors Bureau and Convention. They supported this event and gave us a big old check to pass out. I want to say thank you to Vishal, the owner of this hotel and resort, and also to Bassett, who is the banquet manager. She was great, Sandy. Dan Taylor from ACS and ACS president, Pat McMullen, the ACS Illinois president and Hall of Famer, Julianne Mitchell, the president of Indiana for 28 years. She's a founding member who you just saw here. Amazing. Walt Wesley, the tournament chief and statistician, he has been second to none throughout this entire event. And John Stitch, of course, the owner of Midwest Pool Players Association and table supplier, for his continued support of LFR Live. And of course, to my fans, you guys are amazing. Red Shoes goes undefeated. This has been a good one. Molly Bontrager is popping back in the booth just to say, hey, hey, she played good, girl. And
We did great.
yeah, you guys did do great. Yeah. And so I'm going to just pull back and see, because they're going to take some pictures and stuff, and I'll kind of just keep everybody posted on what's going on. Do they take pictures down in the pit? Do you know? Okay, so I'm going to switch camera, guys, and I'm going to let you guys just kind of check out what's going on in the room. All right? So this is what's happening. You got the finals of the sportsman class going on over there. This is the pit. You're going to see, this is your tournament direction. There's John Stitch. There's the ladies that are directing tournaments. There's all the food that Julie's constantly feeding us. I'm not even exaggerating. This is your banners for the American Cuesports Alliance. Top notch, second to none. I'm going to pull this back and let you guys kind of just see the other finals match that's going on. And I know it's a little awkward, but they're going to be taking some pictures, and I'm going to step out and just do what I do here. I appreciate everyone. Real quick, we're going to say thank you to Borderline Billiards in Bristol, Tennessee for recently jumping on and supporting and seeing my vision here at LFR. So I'll throw a quick promo video, and then I'll bring you back to where you can kind of just check out what's going on in the room. All right, guys, I'm hitting the road. This is Lonnie Fox Raymond, and you're watching LFR Live all weekend. I appreciate everybody's support. Going forward, we're going to have more stuff coming to the channel. Next, for sure, gig will be in April for the Michigan VNEA at Soaring Eagle Casino in Mount Pleasant, Michigan. All right, love you guys. Thanks for watching. Peace, love, and pool.